Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Doodle Robot and today I'm going to do a flip through of classic comic coloring book. The genres are sci-fi and horror. So this is comic book covers and it is an old book. I believe it's out of print. I'm sorry. I think there's one more left on Amazon. It comes on there every now and then. You can get a used book. It was used, but it was sold like new. The only thing wrong with my book is there was a sticker here and they peeled it off. It's a little mussed up where they peeled it off, but otherwise it's pristine. I didn't even know, it took me a while to notice that too, so it's not too bad. And for a book that's out of print, I'd say good job. So this is by, is there a publishing company? Metro Books, New York. Here I've got my camera up as far, or my phone up as far as it will go. Here are some of the cover examples. I believe that you can look these up, I think. I might have heard that somewhere. I could be wrong. We shall see. This is copyrighted 2016. It doesn't say, I don't see an illustrator. Designed by, which makes me think that they're probably real covers. So, I'm not sure if they're in any particular order, like if the first half of the book is sci-fi or 10 cents. Or if they just stuck them in there every which way. But we're going to flip through. I'm trying to get you centered as best I can. My phone is as high as it will go. There's lots of black in this book. I love comic book covers. I'm not a big, I've never read a comic book. I don't care to read a comic book. But cover art is just, it's fascinating to me. It's in a flat graphic style usually, with usually block shading, which I've always wanted to learn how to do. One of the many things I've wanted to learn how to do. It's got text on there, and usually, you know, it's always different text. It's fascinating to me. I know there's, like, some people like to do quotes and stuff like that, and that's fine if you like to do that. I don't really like that, but I don't mind this sort of thing, and I don't mind graffiti. I just don't like the quotes for some reason. You know, to each their own, but this is just, as a genre, comic book art is just, cover art is just, it's a really good genre in my opinion. But then again, I like graffiti art too, so I can see those are probably closely related. It seems like this is probably sci-fi, this is probably horror, so it seems like it's all mixed together. This is an Avon Fantasy Classic. Like, do they mean Avon, the big company Avon that sells makeup and stuff? That can't be. That can't be right. It came from the bottom of the world. You'll have to put in the comments if you're a comic book fan. I believe that Ever from the Humanity is a comic book fan. If I have that right. Hopefully I don't have her mixed up with Pixie. I have never been a comic book fan. Just the covers I like. And I probably didn't discover comic book. Oh, this book is sewn, by the way. It's a sewn book. The paper is medium thickness. It's nice and slick. It's obviously double-sided. You're not going to be able to use your alcohol markers here. I've already broken the spine. I generally do that before I do flip-throughs so that they kind of stay open. This is one of the gems in my coloring book collection. It's going to have to be in my top 10. One of those pages I would eventually want to do all of them some faraway day from now. I forgot about this book, and when I was doing the my sci-fi book collection, I remembered it's like, oh, there was that comic book that I wanted. And I went and looked it up. So thanks, Pixie, for reminding me. She's the one who did the first sci-fi book coloring book collection, and I copied her. And she made me think of this. And when I looked again, it was available. I mean, I've looked a couple times and it was never available, but it was available. So I'm very appreciative. I don't know if you could use, I haven't tried anything here yet. I don't know if you could use water-based markers. Like I said, it's not Amazon paper. It's definitely higher quality than that, but it's on the thinner side. Medium thin, I guess. Thin medium. Captain Midnight. There, you're getting your money's worth here. I mean, I paid a pretty penny for this. I talked about that in my haul video. But yeah, I paid $30 for it and $4 for it to be delivered. It took a long time. But I don't know. I think it was worth it. In my book. There's a lot of other books out there that are $30 and $30 to have them delivered. I don't really think they're worth that, but I generally think this was worth it. Although it wasn't $30 to have it delivered. So there was that helped. If it was $30 to have it delivered and $30 for the book, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. This one's interesting. Is he invisible? I know that the cover, you can get this, they must have sold it both here in the US and they marketed it towards the UK and Australia, because there's also on the picture on Amazon it had a U in the coloring word, so it must have been marketed in both regions. Which do they do in Canada? Do they just have an OR or do they have an OUR in Canada? I can't remember at the moment. There are a lot of pictures in this book. You can see I'm flipping forever here. You're definitely getting your money's worth here. Yeah, these are really, really good. I hope the paper turns out to take something well. Hopefully Prismacolor, if not some water-based mediums. It's a little scary to try. I don't know where I would try. There's no space to really try that anywhere. It's like cover to cover comic book covers, basically. So yeah, it definitely looks like they're just all jumbled together, space and horror. I think there's other kinds. This is not the only one in this book. There's other comic book covers. I can't remember what the other genres are. Maybe like murder mysteries or something like that. Like I said, I don't know anything about comic books. I've never read one. I just like to look at the art of the covers. But I'm pretty sure in the series of books there were other genres that if you were interested in, you could get. Probably love. Love was one of them, I think. I want to say murder mysteries or something like that, or crime ones. I don't really know what the genres are in comic books. This creature's great. There's a lot of pictures in here. I wish I had counted how many before I started the flip through. But it is a lot. You are getting your money's worth. All right, like I said, it goes from cover to cover just about. There was a title page, and then it starts. So I guess we could practice our mediums here, possibly. All right, that is Classic Comic Coloring Book, Sci-Fi and Horror. And it was published by Metro Books from New York. I thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful day. Live long and prosper. Bye-bye.